There's a killer on the loose.
Who is it?
Satya Nadella.
Satya Nadella. He is a killer. He is. He's a shark.
CEO Satya Nadella, this is verbatim quote. This new Bing will make Google come out and dance, and I want people to know that we made them dance.
That's ice cold.
From now on, the gross margin of search is going to drop forever.
Wow.
He then goes on to talk about how obviously Google's entire business and everything else they fund is based on the revenue they generate from search, and how Microsoft is going to crush any ability to make profit from that. They are strong words.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's war.
That's war. Yeah.
Breaking news, Microsoft has announced war on Google.
And we're here to pick through the battlefield.
Yeah.
Bayonet the wounded. Well, yeah, no, one of the big stories is kind of developing right now in the tech world is that the number one rivalry, there's always a rivalry. Mm-hmm. There's always someone that's at the other one's throat.
Yep.
And it's kind of defining the course of what's happening in the industry.
Classic Apple versus Microsoft.
Microsoft.
The old Apple ads.
It's a big one. Yeah. Apple versus Spotify. Epic versus Apple.
Yeah, it's true. Apple versus Google.
Yeah, there's a consistent theme here. But
Apple versus Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. But Facebook versus Twitter. There's always some sort of like big company that's at loggerheads with another one.
Yeah.
The one that's like defining the current era and everyone's talking about right now is Microsoft versus Google. And the reason everyone's talking about it is because of AI. Yeah. So today we're going to look at it through the lens of Google versus Microsoft, who have suddenly become the two most important companies in the tech world.
Yeah.
But before we get stuck into all that current stuff, we may as well actually go back a little bit and talk about the fact that Microsoft versus Google has actually been like an ongoing battle for many, many years.
Although it isn't headline grabbing, when you stop and think about it for a moment, actually, it's an ongoing thing forever. Because I think to a lot of people, Satya Nadella coming out and just with these hard words, basically being like, it's us versus Google, we're crushing them. It's like, oh, Microsoft, Google, like that. We know Google, Apple, we know Microsoft, Apple, etc. Where did that come from?
It's a continuing thing.
They've been competitors in a lot of spaces for a long time.
For a while. Microsoft's been going for a very long time, obviously. They were sort of like the animators of the PC revolution. They made computers, like desktop computers, into an essential part of every office and business and whatever. They own that space, obliterated Apple in that space. Google formed in 96. I think it was 96. Anyway, the first time that they really kind of like clashed and started to sort of do battle with themselves, with one another, was probably like 2009 when Microsoft released Bing. That was kind of like, it's time to Bing it. Yeah. That was like one of the first like open challenges when Microsoft was trying to come for Google's turf. Didn't work so well, at least it was a joke when they launched it. And until last week was roundly a joke.
Yeah.
But over the past 10 years, they've kind of sparred on a bunch of different other things. The example that comes up a lot is the browser wars. Google released Chrome. Microsoft does what was used to be Internet Explorer is now Edge. So they kind of fought in the browser space. They fought in cloud computing, hosting and running software on the cloud. They fought on the office space.
Well, I think that's in some ways, obviously search is like a kind of a key one in that Microsoft has seen it as important enough to continue Bing going. Although that said, like Bing does generate a bunch of significant revenue for them. But the place where Google is really treading on Microsoft turf is... Wow, you're not a premium subscriber.
That is so messed up.
That's offensive.
Yeah, absolutely. We put in this hard work to record a podcast for you, and you won't even separate yourself from $7 per month.
You listen to these snippets for free, and you're not intrigued enough to pay $7?
I mean, what is wrong with you? I mean, you could be, right now, tabbing out of your browser, opening up Safari, or Chrome if you're on Android, no judgment, going to downround.substack.com.
Or downround.net, it'll redirect.
Yeah, whatever you like.
We've set up a redirect. For you! And you get an extra episode per week. One free episode, one paid episode per week, $7 a month. It's the best deal in town. You should do it right now. Do it.